Can I no longer... okay. One second. And with that, hello everybody. Hello, my fellow adventurers, and welcome back to Hogwarts. Just cause I have a goal in mind. I haven't unlocked the mounts as of yet. And I have been trying to. Yeah, give me a second. I just gotta set up some things.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Just give me a second. I need to set up some things.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. One of the best meals I've ever eaten. Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Alright, let's get to it. What am I doing? Who am I slapping? Do...
Let's get this over with. I won't rest until
Oh boy.
dead.
Ah, I forgot.
I shall avenge your death. Such arrogance. You won't get away with that.
Ah, I got...
Put me down!
Did not complete the feat,
You've
Sam.
made your last mistake. I don't think you know who you're dealing with. It's one less human to worry about.
Expelliarmus.
You're weak, human. Call that spellcasting.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Do you think this is funny?
Leviosa.
Put me down at once! You can't spell it.
Ooh.
Leviosa. Repulsor. Expelliarmus.
Prepare to surrender. There you are.
Leviosa.
You up and another toy?
Expelliarmus.
How can
Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Wizardry! Oh, they still popping!
Leviosa.
Just you. You
Oh, he very dead. He very dead.
Expelliarmus. I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Flipendo.
No, wait.
Arresto Momentum. Repulsor.
Okay, yeah, no. I need... I cannot remember the repair spell. Is it on here?
Lumos.
There were... I cannot remember. There it is.
Reparo. Revelio.
There we go. My bad.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
I've heard goblin big types like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Lumos!
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Incendio! Lumos! Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted
Lumos.
to hold my breath.
Boing! Going to the wizardry school. Dark magic, sorcery, and tomfoolery on the way again. They're gonna give us more spells. This seems unlikely. I might get new spells. Oh, I probably need to upgrade some of my stuff. I've leveled up a decent amount of times since then.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Yes.
Alright, now let's see what we got going on here. I guess yes, what?
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
There we go. And when I get in here, I need to absolutely change my attire because I am a good doodle. I think Catherine. Make sure this is the right quest. I was confused for a second because I was like, I feel like I know Catherine. Oh no, sorry. I was confused. Well, no, I know some.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
The hell? Ooh, yeah. Whoa. Oh no, no, I'm awesome. You're good.
Revelio!
I'm not even in uniform. I'm just out there in the back like, I'm not dressed for the occasion. I look so...
So knowledgeable.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done.
Woohoo! Magic!
Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I honestly don't know, Professor.
At times, the future is murky to us all. As with rippling water, one must wait for things to settle before the reflection becomes clear. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Descendo! Okay,
You have
Rack.
it. Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Give me a second.
Descendo.
Excellent. I think you have it.
Expelliarmus. Descendo.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed
Protego.
skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Swiggity.
Descendo.
Ooh! Are you sure that one doesn't count as an attack? You just forcibly face plant a guy, and then they fly up in the air for you to disrespect them. Furthermore, that one sound that just looked brutal. Like whoa, cuckoo, cuckoo, out. He gone. You thought you were okay. First, I'm gonna make you hit the floor. Then I'm gonna pick you back up to throw you back on the floor, and then throw you into a wall. All of the things, all of the things at once, and make you hurt. It just first you hit the floor, then I hit you, and then you hit the wall. Busted. All right, what next? Shh. Okay. No assignments. With this. Oh yeah, I gotta start doing those because I want to be unlocking things. Since it's a side quest. Great Hall, they said. Oh wait, I didn't change the clothes for it yet. I'm gone.
Hey, Dragonborn, I know that.
No. Sorry, guys. I ended up in a situation where someone wants to continue the conversation after getting the wrong number, and it was uncomfortable. And a little weirded out. I'm like, reluctance. Alright, before I continue doing anything, I have to. I have to. It has to look right. Okay. There we go.
Anything to do with the Dark Art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Swiggity.
I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Hopefully not in a bad way. I would like to know where the tokens go. Alright, give me a second. Fucking. Da-da-da-da. So many steps. Up. You know what? Since he's right here.
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Okay. Dark arts cloak. Nah, couldn't talk to him. Running and running and running, 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 running and running and running, 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 running.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ooh, excuse me. Every time I think I got the right location, it's like, no. No, you do not. This is the only bad part about this game is sometimes...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's the Halloween season in game? Ooh.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Yes.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
Huh.
I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Ravenclaw house chest.
Alright. Start collecting more
Adelaide
dudes.
Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumors that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school.
Alright, that was just pick up the side quest. I guess astronomy class in case they give me
gobstones.
Oh wait, hold up. What was that? What was that? What was that? You know what? I'll walk. I'll walk. I'll walk. Yeah, kitty. Here's the kitty. Can I take a cat somewhere?
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Revelio.
Okay. I was wondering what dinged. So it's over here. I'm gonna have to do some sales. And no more chest looting. Is there a way to increase my space? Or... Who? At some point I need to do a lot more adventuring in this game. Like noise. Oh, do we legitimately have to do night classes for this one?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Why? This is going to be one of the weird classes that I'm not entirely sure what we do.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands, from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Armeet. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Armeet. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Armeet.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh. I won't lie, I remember. Ooh, okay, I see. It's somewhere up here. Where's the storage room? I need to be on the outside for this? Is there stairs? Is there secret stairs? You sneaky.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Oh.
Incendiary.
What was this? Riggedy.
A pristine night.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Alright, but just swing it. One moment.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Lumos! Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
Revelio, if you're sure.
Now I'm leading the way?
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as...
Revelio.
tidy as I expected.
Ah! It's like, stop. It's like, I gotta, it's an evil bathtub. Immortal spiderweb. I really don't want to, but I'm now like in a whole quest. Something's gotta go. If anything's gotta go, it's gotta be some greens. Okay.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then. More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Thank you for dragging me out in the middle of the night. I could have been sleeping, man. Could have been sleeping. I think I gotta go to talents now. Is that how that works? Talent points? Yeah. Dark arts. I don't know, room requirement stuff. Yeah, more Revelio range. Alright, I think that's enough for now. I hope you all have a wonderful time, whatever you do. No spontaneous combustion now, you hear?